Hello, we on air now. Uh, okay, guys, I'm back to make a video about. I didn't want to make a video about these people and bring their names up into the table. As we are pushed to customize ourselves exactly how customer service is, or the people that are running all business in life. I'm trying to shape up my life into their image and their way of speaking, body expression, everything else. Here I am. I don't want to bring my ex-wife's name into this, but whenever I go to the internet, it's all about her now. I can just bust her with just one information, but because I still care for her, I will try until the end of the video not to bring the criminals, Brazilians and Americans involved in series of crimes about my life from United States, San Francisco, California. I'm gonna try the best I can to find help in life so that the police, the authorities in life can bust these people so I can get back to work and can get back to live again. But first, before I start to do this, I have to point out what these people are doing that many others are not seeing it, because you don't have the cells of the knowledge that I do have. You claim to be police, federal police, and you claim to be smart and so good and so honorable on church and orthodox, but you are forgetting one guy, which is me. You're forgetting that you stole 20, 30 years from my life. You are making the internet about my ex-wife and the sorrows of my life when whatever you plan to do or you did back in the days against my life. I already know that the United States and Brazil are working all your tips on trying to make me become a homeless, homosexual, or a transvestite with whatever organizations that you have. I know all your work, I know all your jobs, I know how everything works. So I'm going to start little by little. This video, it's about the mafia and custom service. Okay, so here I am. I am speaking to you, that whoever is watching this video, I would like you to find help. We are in serious trouble right now. I am a victim of life setup. My life been set up in Brazil when I was a child, so that I never stopped school, never finished school. Ghetto people, people that are not even worth mentioning. They still are in their caves throughout their ghettos, throughout around me. They are there now. They live their lives 24/7 to make fun of me, how I dressed, if I eat, if I work, if I don't. So there's groups of people there. They do black magics. They don't have any responsibility or any other authorities to respond to. They don't have anyone to respond about sales report or anything. In Brazil, it's a series of money washing. People with guns decide who will run the country, who runs politicians, who runs the streets and the cops and the parties and women. Even the sex is controlled in Brazil. Since I came back from United States, I've been from United States in Brazil for 10 years and I haven't had sex. But the thing is, I want you to understand my life was set up by a series of people. My name is Abimael Jr. My father has nothing to do with this. My father did not want to be my father, so I claim not to have any father. I'm alone in life. I respond for my actions. I made the immigration towards the United States when I was 25 years old. I had a life ideal, which was to go work, make money, get retirement, get married at 25 years old, get children, and enjoy some church that would accept me and my family. But as I was going towards the United States and trying to make a immigration 25, which is in the book, which is in the description, which it's the book that I used to follow because I didn't have any other heroes. As I know, I have way too many, which is so hard to get only one personality, because we end up admiring so many people that it's difficult to choose one book only. And regardless the sexuality or the gender. So when I went there, I did not know the United States teenagers mafia customs service and credit, which is run by customs service, set up in stores and malls, and set up little setups of little girls, teenagers that pretend to be from churches and stuff. I did not know that my brain was being hacked by these people. I did not know that as I speak, my thoughts are being suggested or trying to be suggested by hookers and low-life gold diggers, and sometimes even good people that are involved with sales and stalker sales and gold digger sales, and people that are criminals all around me, or maybe even missions from fake police, or people or police that are not very important, that they see me as a opportunity of a police mission to study, or whatever that they study on my body, my soul, my mind, my brain, or whatever, my daily routine, which is just trying to get a living, which is so simple. But in Brazil, for them, it's a big deal. I'm back here to tell the world the fake customs service that it's happening right now. Right now, I'm being held in Brazil in a ghetto area where I cannot get work. They're not allowing me to work. They're putting a bunch of female that are willing to get married, or they're already married, to control all local jobs and all local information. They run a mind, thought manipulation, thought-provoking traffic of info. They tell each other the moment that you wake up until the morning that you go to sleep. They tell each other the local supermarket ghetto gathering, which is their only way of making money, and gathering gossip, local gossiping, because they don't know about the existence of newspaper or any other revolutionary ways of socialized humanly wise. They gather on corners of supermarkets, pushing local societies to go down. Instead of becoming more efficient, they become more savage by, okay, I lost my job, I don't have any woman, everyone is blocking me, I'm not attractive, women are gossiping about me, putting me down, destroying my image throughout society. So I must put my sandals, my Brazilian sandals, and just go wander through Brazilian ghettos and try to enjoy their barbecues throughout little rats in the corners of the streets. No, that's not how I think. So back to the video. The customs service are run now. The United States, they pretend that everything was okay when I was still there, until they set up my life. After women set up my life for failure, that they got me running from United States, which I can't explain why, was towards of respect of what I thought was an army trying to come down as the verb. I thought I was being charged by the army. I thought they were going to pick me up, as I always dreamed when I was little. I thought they were claiming my body to be members of them. I thought that as more I would doubt and their UFOs, I thought they were going to come and pick me up and make me join them, regardless of my knowledge and my school degrees or whatever. I thought they were just going to accept me by seeing, because my faith, or because my loneliness in life, because I've been beat by life and stuff. So that's why I ran towards by respect, because back in the day I used to smoke, and I used to receive messages from God telling me, ordering me to quit. And when I start this war against cigarettes, I believe Obama was in the presidency. And for me, it was everything is a shock because I never knew the existence of Obama until he came out of the closet, whatever you want to call closet, Africa, cave, whatever hole that he was headed. And he came out and then he became the president. I don't look President Obama like the most of you uh, low-life criminals and gold diggers. I look at him, when I look at him, I think about Dr. Martin Luther King. I think about many of other political priorities. I think it's so much a hope. It's not because, like I said, I'm not gay, and that's not nobody's business. But I admire not him or anything like this. I have the whole structure of a peaceful, better world in my mind. So when things are unfolding in front of me, I believe that things are happening. The verb will take over, and then we're gonna end up making world peace in a better world, but which is not true, because probably the verb, it doesn't exist. It's just a bunch of corrupted people running custom service, which is a mafia of a bunch of supernova girls, which is a way too young women trying to get fucked by rich men so that they can get pregnant and then sue the man in a fake court, American court, federal fake court, and then get some millions of dollars, and then they can upgrade from customer service mafia young girls to a real estate manipulation, local, whatever they are, and then they can make all of us single men as their puppets so that they can make fake news and make fun of us, and then they can. So this is in a sarcastic way of big picture view. That's not how I see life unfolding. I still have hopes. Like I said before, I'm gonna try not to mention about the people that I see on the internet. Now they are making actors on the internet. That is my ex-wife. She is running other women because she is on blogs now, food blogs. She's controlling food blogs. She's a smart ass. Very few people can surpass her. Probably she's giving a lot of power towards pornography and porno business because she's trying to be the badass, and the majority of men and clients and customers of porn, they're submissive of demanding women, which is not my case. That's why I got out of her. I loved her from the bottom of my heart. I thought that we were going to build life, but that woman, she have a different set in life. It's probably a program of a Jason Bourne bullshit stuff. That's not what I intend in life. I still believe that the United States will raise and will bring up a real good leader that will take over the world and will make this mess into a glory and gifting life. I still have hopes on many presidents that passed and ex-presidents and future presidents in the future. But with no more further ado, I'm not trying to speak like you, but I'm just trying to follow up your own line of thoughts. Don't be thinking that I'm trying to copy your way of speaking or anything, because we both know and we all know that upgrades will happen because you read so many more books than I, and you are way faster than I. I never said I want to take your jobs as a fake news poser, TV poser. I just want what's mine as my right. I have the right to go back to the United States because you all set up against my life. If you want, I can describe what exactly happened, but then we're gonna have to involve FBI. By involving the FBI, we're going to have to bring names up to the table, which I could totally make a better money circle flow with the mess the majority of people from San Francisco, California did against my life so that I could fail. And then you could just sit in a broke ass FedEx bullshit so that the majority of the involved criminals in San Francisco, California could get married and get a fake family, stupid family, and then get me out of the picture, which is like, I'm not out of the picture, I'm still here. And if any of your black Negro criminals, murderers try to murder me, I already called the police, the universal police on you. But if you want to be my friend, I understand how nature and the order of nation works. You should be my friend. In the past, if you're black and you're hearing this now, I'm not your enemy. I love your children. I do not think you monkeys. If, like I said, if anytime I meant about monkeys, I was menting about, uh, if you don't know technology, monkeys are pretty smart on that. And when we were children, we used to play that I would get your back and you would get my back. And then we even talk about the symbol and stuff. And then you send Gutenberg towards my life. So, and then you put a bunch of like circle of crews, actors, probably they're all actors in San Francisco, California. All the attempts to get me to do gay stuff, they're all like thought suggestion stuff. I don't know who is the creature that it's interested on me, that you spend so much time, so much energy trying to make me gay. I haven't cashing out any money. I don't understand what's this deal with me and gay and transvestites and all this. I love lesbians from the bottom of my heart. I want to be their husbands for them, be there for them whenever they need me. I'm strong. I can fight. I could live around your houses and just protect you and take care of your dogs. I would never get involved in between you, choose fights. It would be a perfect life. But then we would face different problems in the street. People would be like, oh, look at that guy. He married 2 lesbians. Look at them. They got kids and they're all weird. They have 2 moms. Look at them. They're all weird, 2 moms. Would be like Hollywood gossiping. Abimael Brazil Jr., he's married to 2 lesbians and they got kids. Imagine us traveling to Africa to adopt like little black kids, and then our black kids, he would be like, oh my God. Imagine me spoiling a kid. So, but then there's so many people that are mean, and then they bring pedophilia into this, and then they destroyed our dream of a perfect, happy ending for us. We have so much to talk about. I have gay friends in the United States. I remember Max. I don't know if Max remember me, but I remember him. He was so polite. I used to be like, oh my God, when I grow up, I want to be just like this guy. He used to wear clothes, take care of his body and stuff. I want to be like that. Then there was a bunch of fake people in the United States, San Francisco. I pretend that I didn't see or never heard. I think the girls that taught me how to be a man and how to approach women, how to conversate with women. But now you girls are going away too far. I try to give you all the money in the world, all the control in the world. What do you do for me? You keep me unemployed. You destroyed my image socially. You keep me not to go out, not to socialize with anyone. You put black communities against me so that I can always be involved in arguments and fights and probably even get killed, which probably you might have made a second account behind my back. That's why there's so many codes that I didn't understand back in the days. Why are these people pushing me to do a CNPJ in Brazil and open a business if no one is interacting with me, not even with the phone? Why are they pushing me to pay taxes and rushing me to get a tax number ID if I'm not getting the money back from Social Security? How am I going to get, before I get married to my wife, my ex-wife, supposedly, I don't know, now I feel scared of her. And my other girl that I used to live with, I don't bring her into the picture a lot, because there was one time in life that me and her were perfectly fine. We used to live in San Selmo. Me and my ex, we had a wonderful afternoon. I took her for a ride in San Selmo in my car. I was thinking of changing the car because I had a very good credit, and by having credit used to bog a lot of Brazilians. I used to pay my bills. I had an Audi. I bought this Audi very, 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 very cheap. I bought it for 15,000. Then the Audi had a part on the all-wheel drive that was broken, so the guy sold it for me, a broken Audi. And but because I knew so many people in the United States, I used to go, and my mechanic was in Daly City, which where Brazilians set my life for failure, because they want me out of the picture, because they were planning to do more FedEx route stuff, money washing stuff. And probably they were positioning themselves towards mailbox and stuff, and they didn't want me to open any business, whatever. Which wasn't what I had in mind. I always dreamed of opening a restaurant, sushi bar, or maybe a boutique of clothing. I loved American jeans. For me, American jeans are the best. If I had the opportunity to go back to the United States once again and just live the life and just breathe the mall and the stuff, everything was amazing. Restaurants, and even the waiting table process system was the best. I thought, oh my God, imagine me bringing this back to my country and setting up the system. Everything was heaven. So I never imagined that there was bald guys setting up, sitting, stalking me throughout New York, whatever. I would go into stores, buying my own clothes, paying with my own money. I never knew the Brazilians, they were stalking, working my life, my routes, so that I would lose my routes in FedEx, so that I would lose my route in Office Depot, Corporate Express, and all the other opportunities that Brazilians set my life for failure. I did not know. I used to hug Brazilians like my brothers. They used to call, let's go for a barbecue. I would go and barbecue. I used to feel like family, sleep in their houses and stuff. But then Americans start taking me to different areas. Havies, electronic house music, Havies, and then I started understanding what Americans really are. And I still not got, I don't have everything, I don't know everything. You know, music starts speaking to me, through me, start showing me things, who were my friends, who weren't, people who were stealing from me. One day I remember I had a girl I was living with, even before Gina. She's very dear to me still. But she had a problem. She didn't know how to be with one guy. She always needed to be, she needed attention to so many other guys. So one day, back in the days, the MSN used to be the shizzle back in the day. So MSN was like Microsoft, I think. And then I remember a guy came to me and said, do you want to buy a Yahoo Actions? And then I said, how much is the Yahoo Actions? Back in the day, Yahoo Actions used to be like better than Google, because and I know the whole system. If you invest on me, if you out there, and if you're rich, just me and you, we take care. We won't have time because I'm already 40. So if you want to enjoy parties in life and really, you have to do it by now, tomorrow, today, and stuff. But if you want to procrastinate, when I'm 50, 60, we're gonna be laughing about this stuff. I'm already 40. I don't care to say my age anyways. And if you girls that are running custom stuff, you're wasting your time by picking on me, by destroying my social and financial life. You're missing a lot. I'm into robotic, even though I don't know anything about math, but I'm in robotic and physics. I love physicians and stuff, but you won't know that. Anyways, so this girl, man, I used to think that she was cheating on me or something. I used to believe in women just by the word. I didn't know women were such a cheaters and stuff. We used to have a deal, you know. We used to have like codes and deals and stuff. So I always spoke either through the Holy Spirit, which is in the air. He's around. It is around. It's flowing everywhere. The Holy Spirit, God, and angels and stuff. I used to speak to him all the time. So I started thinking that she was cheating on me or something. But I did not see it. One day I went to work. When I came back to work, my house was filled with guys. Everyone is smoking pot inside the house and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? Who is these people? She's like, oh, they're my friends and stuff. So I noticed that the guys had so much intimacy with her. By that, I thought to myself, well, you're never gonna be my wife. Not wife, like 100% my wife, to be like, oh, holding hands in the street and introducing you to friends and stuff, saying that you, no. So and then I'm like, okay, probably pretty soon we're gonna break up. So I'm just gonna find a way to break up and stuff, because I'm not gonna be going to work, coming back home, fill the house with bald-head guys and stuff. If they were my friends, why not? But no, not like that. Then one day I was supposed to go to work. I pretend to go to work. When I went to work, this power, the United States have this power. This power shook me and like and told me like this. It spoke to me like spiritually. Oh, don't go back. So I was actually late to go to work. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back. So I was in the parking lot. When I came back, the woman was with another guy on my computer, masturbating herself. Oh my God, I went nuts. I didn't go nuts because I was already expecting, but it's just like so sad because we had everything. We lived in a paradise. I was planning to buy a motorcycle. I did. I think I bought a brand new R1 because I have a fine friend. I just called. He's like, I'm gonna be right there, and he just signed his name. My credit went even up, even higher. I bought a brand new black, spunking, stunning, super duper R1. That's like, I would ride a bike. For me, it was like, oh my God. I just did not worship United States more because I was so caught up by Jesus, brainwashed through life and stuff. But gosh, when I used to ride that bike towards Napa Valley, I used to work in a valet park down there and casinos and stuff. I'll be like, oh my God, why didn't I find this place earlier? And also because I wasn't this prepared. Now I would enjoy the United States more. I would put my head down more for them and let them have more momentums and more moments throughout life and society if I was there today. Back in the day, I didn't know. I was always fighting for my moment. Oh, this is me. This is my space. This is my time. This I did not know. You know. Now I think I can notice more when time stops, and I'm like, oh, now it's time, Junior. It's time for you to back up, let people shine and stuff. I did not know this back in the day, but this is what happened. So to finish my video, I'm gonna make it short now. Maybe not. Maybe I'll continue, but I'm keeping videos around 30 to like 40 minutes or something like this. Want to make fun of my ex-wife because she spread it through internet that I took only 5 minutes to come when we were having relationship, which I think is very private. You know, now I see like hookers and prostitutes and gold diggers throughout the internet talking about our private lives. We used to even have like a wedding number that we used to communicate with each other. We had our own song and stuff. So I thought everything was true love, but I don't think so. Probably United States used her. They saw me and they're like, oh, let's use this guy. Let's use her against this guy because she's a very smart ass and we're gonna give us such a hard time on his life by keeping her with him. After she destroyed with him, we're gonna bring her back. He will not notice anything because they're gonna have relationships. And whenever he tries to get married to any other girls, to get papers or get children or get family, which was my plan, to get children first, and maybe if God bless me, get papers, they would just like send her to interfere. That's what they did with Gina. I didn't plan to just fuck Gina and have a baby and learn like this. Yes, I planned to have a baby with my wife, but because I loved her, I always dreamed of a kid with her. By thinking now straight, by making the map of where Brazilians were all positioned on South San Francisco. Then there is Audi Custom Service, which now YouTube is full with guys dealing with cars. They are just clone and like sosia. I don't know if we can say sosia in English. In Brazil, we have the synonym of clone is sosia. So excuse me, my English is still very bad. I have my dictionary here. But until I go back to the United States, I will not be able to show you so many surprises I have for you, because otherwise I'm gonna just be working for free for you. But if you take me back and if you give me another chance, which is not that much, I'm gonna still, if I go back to the United States today, I would go back to school again to try to learn more better ways of use prepositions, because I have a billionaire business that I would like to give to you as a gift to show you my love towards Americans, which is my second language. And I don't know if I would have the balls to go when I'm in the United States. I don't act like this on online in business, because there's other companies, they are serious. They're not joking around like Brazilians and other South Americans, which is pretty sad, because South America and Brazil, it's very rich, but somehow the authorities that used to teach me how rich they were and how capable I am, and they all disappear. Some of them, they they're just invisible now. I don't know the mission. I don't know what's the mission anymore. I just know that they disappear, and Brazil is becoming very poor. There is a bunch of people that are showing off so much, like expensive cars, so that I can look bad and that they can show the world, oh, this guy is lying, we all rich and he's the only one not buying a car or enjoying community or anything like this. But as a citizen of the world, I can tell you that this is crime. What Brazilians are doing to me, it's a crime. It's a crime. What United States did to me, it's crime. You cannot deport someone. I'm not saying that I did. I traveled to come back on my own, but you cannot deport someone by feeding cyber crimes and gold diggers and gold digger cougars. If they were cute and hot, I would serve the cougars and stuff. But the majority of them, they're not hot and they are ugly, and they're a bunch of gold diggers, obnoxious old women trying to make the world explode their credit cards. Excuse me, guys. I gotta put my phone to charge because the battery is kind of running out. So the majority of the cougars that run cybercrime, which is the girls, the women that are the ones holding the money and the real estate checks and all bank frauds and stuff, the ones that command the mafia and the guns and who to kill and who should die, who shouldn't, they're not much angels. And these women that run the world, they're camouflaging every day, each more and more. If you notice now, all women are the ones running the police. They're trying to run the cocaine as well, because once they start running cocaine, it's over. What I knew about women back in the day, it's that when I was going to be older, bird told me this. Three birds told me this. When you're 25, you're gonna get married, you're gonna get kids, and then I never imagined when you're 40, you're gonna already be a grandpa. That's what my angels used to tell me. My angels used to tell me that women, in somehow in life, they were going to start a war against me, which is now what they are doing now. And the reason about the war, not only against me, but against a lot of men, that they were going to. The reason why they were going to start this war is that they were going to start trying to create their own political side and political economy, which I never worked against. I'm not against women. I literally cannot live without a woman. I've been without a woman for so many years now, and I even got used to it. I can no longer have a woman yapping at me or giving me orders or anything like this. When I was married, I was happy. I took so many things for granted. I had a wonderful wife. I don't know if she was an U.S. spy. I think there was nothing I could do that would make that woman be happy. Now she might use the arguments of sex satisfaction. She'll bring a bunch of different topics, which is a lie. For me, sex was perfect. The woman was perfect for me, but I was so much into so much, and I always were like, "Oh my God, it's not a time." I married unsure. I did not. I wasn't sure that was my everything. I always had a soulmate in my mind. I always picture a person that were going to be submissive to me, but not in a violent way, but in about decisions. A person that would decide, I would decide, and the person would be happy with whatever decision that I would take. It's what I call a female partner, not someone that put the entire world against her partner and then embarrass him in front of everyone, and then she goes behind his back, get free benefit from a fake lawyer, probably a guy that probably were banging her. Because after I left the United States, I find out so many darkness about people, family, and people there, or even sleeping on the same bed as me, that I could not function. And I don't have a degrees or anything. For me to achieve the knowledge that I achieved was thanks to United States and movies that I watched, Hollywood actors that made my mind expand more, and even homosexuals, they were always there for me whenever I was lost trying. When I left the United States, I thought I was going insane. I used to lean on God all the time. All of the sudden, people all start turning their backs on me. The fake custom service, instead of sending someone to explain me what really was going on, women started to assuming my thoughts. They started assuming my thoughts. Not only women, but a lot of people. Now in the street, you walk in the street, people assume your thoughts just by judging the way you express your body expression. This is a crime. That's why I have a cell phone. Society should not assume my thoughts. I should not be trapped in a house, in a country where everyone knew that the future were going to be like this, and then there's a bunch of Afro-descendant throughout, like around me, people that they are the only ones with permission to invade the country's land, because they are the mass. If the cops don't allow them to invade lands and that start farming, they will destroy the downtown cities. So because I'm alone, they keep me alone with no friends, no women, no social life. They put their little black kids to be swinging at parks and trying to chase people around, so that people start becoming afraid to go out in the park and start walks and doing the walks. They put their black guys in so many gyms that I try to attempt to try to scare me away, so that I never get fit or learn how to fight to defend myself. So it's a conspiracy that I'm in, and everyone knows, but everyone pretend, everyone is sarcastic, everyone has a. We in Brazil, we say that your butt is strapped. You have like a trap butt, something. You have something that you know you don't want anyone to know. So you're a slave of whoever is running your life. But here I am to tell you, I'm in Brazil. I see there's police everywhere. They get paid. Some police, each police are getting paid 3,000-4,000 reais to just like drive their cars back and forth throughout downtowns that have no money flow. It's a bunch of fat guys that buy smartphones, and they put a suit and they walk back and forth for so many years, pretending to be doing business, but they are not. They're filling the Brazilian areas with ghetto people in poverty, which they're loud, they're obnoxious, they're impolite, they are satanic. They spend it's like 12 hours of their days speaking for others, assuming thoughts, yapping loud, making many noises. They're controlling when I'm hearing stuff, if I have earplugs or not. They're trying to claim my body. They are mixing their actions and their attitudes with satanic rituals. There's many people, there are Indians, descendants of Indians in Brazil, so they believe that they should place their ritual, Indian rituals on us. Whatever I try to do, they make. For example, if I try to get into a job, they bring a guy that it's more prepared to me than me, so that, and then the guy take my position, and then they end up losing. They disappear with the position, and then so that they can have a reason to say that I'm not working. And then I try to start my own business. Let's say in the internet. The internet in Brazil is dead. If you're an American and if you have money, a little money, you can own the entire Brazil. Not saying that you're gonna own the whole thing, you're gonna buy the Brazil, but you can own the whole internet. Brazilians, they're not even 1% of what we lived in the United States. Americans used to come to me and give me business of like three figures a year. I took for granted, I admit, because I never thought that was going to stop. In Brazil, they're trying to just sell a little garbage on traded websites, and they're having a hard times. You know, if you want to start over, I'm here. The things that you told me in America, the business that you told me, they're all here, but I don't have the public. I thought that everything was a reason for it. I thought that you were saving me. Americans, I don't know, probably you American like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe it wasn't from you then. Maybe you're not psychic. But a lot of psychic people from America, you psychic, you send me the visions. I saw the vision. I saw the bad one. I saw Babylon. I saw the chasing. I saw the avatars. I saw how future is going to be, how could be, how are we. I know what Brazilians are going to do around my house and our house here. The guys with a lot of money, they're going to build buildings with warehouses, and they're going to put they're going to start planting inside the warehouses, and they're going to keep me without a car until a saver saved me from them, because they are trying to destroy my credit. They pissed me off when I did not know that the women used to run customer service. Brazilians pissed me off so that I could have argument with people. Customer service haven't arrived in Brazil yet. So they thought they set up with each other. Well, let's use this guy because he just came from the United States. So let's take all his knowledge from the United States. Let's fuck up with his credit in Brazil, and then he won't be able to go back to the United States and restart his life. The women, the young women in Brazil, they're gonna be gold diggers, they're gonna be prostitutes, and each states in Brazil, we're gonna keep the most fine women, young women, to pretend a church in Brazil, so that whenever bigger authorities try to ask Brazilian questions about my situation, they were just like, no, everything's fine. This guy, we don't know what this guy's talking about. That's what they're doing. They're keeping the finest girls for a better price for richer men, and to pretend that church are running okay, which is not. If I go to church right now, they're going to start talking about my private life. Everyone's going to start making fun of me, and then they're going to start separating groups until I feel bad, and then I leave the church. That's how they do with me now, because they brainwash me with about Christ subjects. Then as I start aging and start learning about life and stuff, they realized that I wasn't that submissive about their bullshit of Christianity and fake church, because there was traffic of information, local traffic of information. Whenever I was in church, they were talking about my privacy, my private life, and saying that was the Holy Spirit telling them. And then fat women and ugly women and unloved women could be making comedies about my life, which is so unfair. Then these women, they put the best position for their sons, which is usually a black guy or a guy that it's envy about me, my height, or my appearances, or my hair because he's bald. And I never noticed this. Now I'm noticing, because they're keeping me out of work. They're keeping me out of church. They're keeping me out of better nutrition. I can already feel the differences in my body. I'm not receiving the vitamins and nutrition that my body needs. Whenever I planning on go fishing, they start new laws so that I cannot fish. Whenever I get money to buy a fish hooks and stuff, they set up a different bill for me so that I can spend the money. So they are trying to burn me in one place, literally. They're trying to cook me inside the house. This is literally what's happening. I have a acquaintance, sibling in the United States. She sees all this, but I don't know why she doesn't help me. My mom is unable to help me. She helped me already with whatever she could. Whenever I plan to leave the house, there's a bunch of ghetto people throughout in the highways and hiding in the woods, in the mountains, threatening to kill me. Most of them are kids, teenagers, kids, and kids from crime in Brazil. What they do, they effeminate the kids, and there's gays that they have a relationship with kids, and they need someone to blame because their codes is to either rape men that are like not dark, like the opposite of dark, like clear skin, and then they create a bunch of stereotypes with me, and then they are trying to shape up Brazilian men into one type of man only. And if you refuse to shape up yourself towards about them, equals to them, they start discriminating you and start excluding you from society. For example, now everyone has to be like their musical industry, which is very obscene, very pornographic, and they can do sex with teenagers and little kids. But if I look at you, a little girl or a 16, 17 years old girl, they say that I'm a pedophile. But there's black guys with huge dicks fucking little girls of 11, 12 years old. It's like they're trying to impose laws, very harsh laws on me, which I not even socialize with anyone, so that they can have reasons to try to manipulate criminals and dummies, that no-brainers, to murder others, so that the true murders they are suggesting can sit at home and laugh because they are murdering through their thoughts. They manipulate criminals to murder for them. Usually they're fat. They hold a pyramid salary from supermarket or car business. They manipulate kids to be yapping on the air. The yapping and the thought suggestion constantly will change your mind, will make you feel worried about yourself, your mind, and your family. So you stop producing, you stop taking care of yourself, you stop working out, your worries makes you worry more about yourself, so you quit trying to get a woman and having sex. Therefore, not that you become more feminine, but their campaigns of making men more feminine will increase towards you. There's a lot of guys that they're blacks and they hate that they were born blacks, so they need to take that on somebody. They either trying to make the entire society become black so that they can feel better than others, or they work only towards the jealousy of someone. For example, me, they're trying to make me feel jealous about them because I don't have cars and they have. Tough shit. I don't feel jealous about you. I think you're pathetic. I think you're a bunch of thieves. I think you're criminals. I think you police, Brazilian police, you criminal. You William Bonner, you're a criminal. William Bonner, you're a criminal. Your wife, your ex-wife is criminal. Rede Globo, you are a bunch of criminals. For me, Rede Globo, you have like a bunch of gay guys, and then you have cameras on satellites, or maybe the cameras on the streets watching us. Guys like me that you cannot touch, or you'll never get the affection from. You persecuted like me, and then you keep me away from like countries that would bust you, like United States, because you know United States get your ass, you fucked. You keep me out of school so that I can never become my own boss, or never become financially independent. So the only options that you try to push me to its restaurants so that you can put a bunch of prostitutes, gold diggers, and gay men to go eat on whatever I'm serving so that they can humiliate me and remind me about all the things that you destroyed about my life, my family. Probably you planning to make me cry when my family pass away, when I'm all alone around you satanic people. I never saw so much hate. I only started seeing and noticed this hate when I remember when I was in Miami. When Nicole Culevani approached me, I thought to myself, like, why is this modeling approaching me? But as in faith, I thought, well, maybe God is sending her to me. After I met Nicole Culevani, I was shocked. I was like, it's very weird. This model, she was perfect. She is perfect, but she has her problems and stuff. She has little problems here and there. I have no complaints about her because she is my friend, but she was perfect. Why is this modeling approaching me? But now everything is making sense. After I met Jesse, when Jesse approached me, then I started understanding. When I come back here and I thought about Jesse when he said that he was going to be the president, now I understand who the Trump is. Everything's making sense now. But the problem is, I'm in Brazil. I'm stuck with a bunch of criminals. Life is full of actors. Everyone is an actor. You have a Raymond, and he is like a type of a little Ramon and stuff. You're trying to make like my generation to be like, my generation would have to be an actor, a TV actor, or a movie theater actor, or you have to be so buff and you have to ride a motorcycle. You're creating stereotypes of my generation. If I don't follow up the stereotype, you crucified me among criminals, which I used to get along very well. The Manos, I used to speak to the Manos. Sometimes I hear them, but I cannot say that they are speaking to me. I don't know if I have the consideration. There's a bunch of gay kids now running rap and hip hops, and they all want to get fucked by me, and because I don't fuck them, they crucified me either in the streets or they make fun of me all the time. The only argument society in Brazil now have is the human butt, which is so pathetic. When I look what I know, my books and things that I could do, I think like, why would American intellectual waste so much time unless he was trapped like I am to create and write so many beautiful books and so many ways of life? If he was going to leave me die among so many savages like this, with no one to ask for help, no one to claim. I can't claim for no one. If I go to the police, they're a bunch of corrupted people, a bunch of kids getting paid $3,000-$4,000 to watch me and stalk me or stalk other people. The only thing they work on is how to scare other men with a gun, holding a gun. They're not doing this with me again, but they used to. They done before. I get blocked from all kind of ways, which is sad. So here I'm gonna keep the video until this because it's gonna be too long. I don't know even if anyone's gonna watch this, or if I even have anyone following, anyone watching. Usually people that I really would like you not to watch my stuff because I had nothing to do with you. We will never socialize. The people that I would love to watch my videos and follow up and try to start a relationship with me or anything like this, they don't, because they're always gold digging something else, or celebrities. And the people, the ghetto there, I don't see what's ghetto here for you. You don't have my number. We don't roll together. I don't smoke pot with you. If I smoke pot with you, you're gonna start paranoying me and start bullshit because probably you want me to fuck you, or you're trying to start anything with me. Probably you're black and then you don't know how to content yourself and then you have to take on someone else. I don't see the ghetto on me that it gives you this door of privacy. And if you Kane West, yeah, you Kane West, you can talk to me. Sometimes I had the balls to go into your wife's business and stuff. I wasn't gold digging. Who knows? You give me a job, you hire me to wash your Ferraris, your Lamborghinis. If you knew how organized I can be with clothes and stuff, I have people talking shit about me and stuff. But if you really trust me, you know, I'm different now. I could make you so much happier, like in an organized way, you know. If the stalkers and the obscene criticals excuse me to allow myself to talk about myself, you know, me with a better opportunity. I would never trust like I used to trust in the United States, like back in the day. I used to trust people blindly. I used to think everyone was my friend. I used to go to bars in Castro and just like, okay, you're gay, I'm not, fine, I'm just here for the night, I'm just drinking a beer or stuff like this. I never understand that everyone was setting up my future against my life, that the entire internet would be about my ex-wife and how she set up my life and how she's so like she's so better than me now because she had everything all set up even before she met me. I wasn't prepared at 3 years old to record a federal 10 command whatever United States Constitution to be like arguing with people on TV or internet or anything like this. When she used to show me Friends seasons and Grey's Anatomy and all those things, I thought those were actors trying to join Hollywood. I didn't know those people were like making fun of our private lives and living second dimensions of our lives behind our backs. I did not know that. You know, I was content on the dimension that I was. I did not know that there was organizations that would follow me and would tell her whatever. Now I understand how she knew all this. She wasn't psychic. There was always a social network telling her where I was, what I was doing, how I was dressed, what, because they porn people and social network and gay people, you only feel sex if you're doing something bad against someone else, if you're cheating or if you're treating someone, if you're destroying someone's life, you know. Because I remember when I met my ex-wife in the bar, she wasn't even hot. Her friend's husband probably was on her trying to get her because he didn't want her, his wife. Probably he wanted my wife. That's exactly what happened to Gina, because the army keep watching people that are married and they're suggesting people from distance working on a better man, you know. And then single men like me, that's why you destroyed men on war. Probably I should not even be talking to you. Here is the other advice for you that are in custom service. I'm gonna make more videos about custom service. I'm starting to understand. I think that United States, you are trying to shape up the entire world by using one guy like me to work for free for you. But I haven't met a person that would force you to do the right thing. But I'm gonna keep on looking for. But you know that you are wrong. What you're doing to me, against me, is wrong. And each and every one in the United States, you can laugh your ass off. You can make fun of me, you can do whatever you want. But before I die, if you do not do the right thing by me, I will expose everything about you. And then, but I know you already know that you're already giving stuff to India because you're scared of India and take over the United States. I know you use Mohammed comedian as a murder because your murders, United States murders, are terrorists. That you tell everyone that you don't want anyone to talk about terrorists or terror, terror or anything like this, but you Americans, you use terrorists to do the dirty job for you. You use Africans to do the dirty jobs for you. You put a bunch of cougars, ugly, fat ass cougars, to do crimes, cyber crimes, and try to fake love, because you don't know love. Now I know you don't know love. Yes, there is love in the United States. There's many couples in the United States. They are happy family. Excuse me, happy family models. I know this because I've been around them and I can feel the energy. They are truthful. But the rest of you, you even only use the truth word to mention about man's butt, because that's the only point you can find to manipulate man is from his butt. And that's not the point on man's bodies you're gonna manipulate. There's so many things that you don't know. I know watching the visual arts on the YouTube, just by that I know that you don't know. For what we used to live in San Francisco, California, virtually, and what I see now, this is not life. This is not even internet. That's why I make fun of you, because this is not internet. You're paying people 3 figures just to make stupid mocking websites and videos to mock me, mock my ex-wife, mock our weddings, our marriage, San Francisco past lives and stuff, instead of sending me the bicycle so that I can teach savages how to use the bicycles and take care more of themselves. You, instead of like helping me to help savages, which is the government job to do, you are increasing more. You're making Brazilians either extremely poor or extremely rich, and then the extremely rich, they keep driving around in my house with like expensive cars, from cars that they stole it, or they got from like heritage that they murdered someone and they got early before their families die, and then that way they don't have to do what the books tells us to do, which is help each other, and we should all help each other. They don't care, they don't give a fuck, they don't have any sense of how many people each family should have. They're just like worrying about, oh, Abimael doesn't have any family, he's all alone and sad. Good, that's what life should be. And then you put all the prostitutes like my ex-wife to be in TV shows where everyone is making fun of me at home, and then you have a crowd of people getting paid to go watch a person that would be talking about a guy that was trapped for 20 years, and now it's hilarious. It's so stupid. I don't even know where to start, and I don't even know why should I talk about this, people, because what I have about life is so beautiful that it's not even worth it. Imagine me getting to some family's house this way. It's like MTV though. It's like a deep web video. I'm not putting myself down or saying that my video is bad. I'm just saying like a regular parent or a person that it's positioning themselves to go into join a future way or a future life or future house. They're not ready to deal with all the stuff that people back in the days are ready to put in videos, and that's what people are doing. They're putting confessions on videos. They're putting crime on videos. They're putting all the deep webs that they can dig through Google into videos, so that everyone becomes depressed, kill themselves. It's horrible. It's horrible. Like, you set up my life for failure, for rehab on people's on drug. You oh my God, it's so sad. If I would talk about New Jersey, Wyoming, Nevada, New York, all your alberg shelters and all the traps and setups that the United States has been doing to people, it's so much crime. Oh my God. That's why I don't talk about Jesse a lot. I used to watch Jesse have his cardinal medicine before he goes to bed. I'd be like, this kid, poor kid, he probably are carrying the world in his back just because he's blonde and there's no one helping him. Nicole, poor thing, she's like helping homeless. The girl is gorgeous. She's like a model. involved with homeless black people on Starbucks and stuff. It's sad though. But now we all know the reason why you took me there, why you sent me to Miami, New Jersey. We all know now. But let's see how things unfold. This is another video from Customer Service. I'm not in India, I'm in Brazil, and have nothing to do with Indians. Nor have anything to do with Arabics, unless if you want to do real business, adult business. If you don't have your weird stereotypes of stalkers like those Mohammed crazy jungle murders and stuff, and none of the crap that you guys bring to life. If you're serious and if you really want to do man's business, you can call me. You can find my number. It's not that hard. All right, take care of you all, and God bless you.